This is my B7 A4, 2006 2.0T FSI. Let's see. Raceland Ultimo coilovers, some Alzor S4 style rims, or wheels, whatever you want to call them. It's pretty low, yeah, especially in the back. You can't really see it because it's on jacks right now, but it usually sits pretty low. I noticed I was scraping on a lot of stuff. Even right here, I pulled off my bumper. But if you go down here, under the car, you can see there's minor scrape marks on the oil pan, which is somewhat concerning. If you look down the underbody, this is a pretty low hanging part of the B7. It's the trans mount. So this is the lowest hanging. It's also mirrored on the other side. So this is the middle of it. So it's kind of like think of like an M. It goes like, so it goes up. This is the middle, and it goes up again. And then this is the other side. This is probably the most low-hanging part of the car. As you can see, I have a bunch of scrape marks on it. So, I've seen people, they actually break this whole thing off, like this back part, from hitting so much. So, I'm gonna try to make a cover plate for that. But today, we're gonna be removing this. I don't know if you can call this a cross member, but it's basically a brace. I'm not sure what it exactly is for. Maybe chassis rigidity, but it's right there. It's that brace. It goes all the way over there. Also, probably one of the most low-hanging parts on these cars. That's why not a lot of people like to go low on coilovers, but I'm gonna attempt to without breaking the car. So basically, I think it's just for chassis rigidity, but you can remove the 2 bolts on this side, 2 bolts on that side. This is actually a 12 point, as you can see there, 12 point. It's mirrored on the other side. It's a 12 point, I think it's called a hex bit, or it's a hex, well, this is a hex bolt, but a 12 point hex bolt, but you would need a drive. But I'm just gonna be using a Torx, I think. That'll focus. Yeah, just the regular Torx like that. This is a Torx 50. It fits right in, right there. I already loosened it, so we can just do this by hand, but it just comes out like that. Kind of hard to get a drill in here, but I mean, I did it, so. Oh, there's one of them. So, basically, Torx 50 is what I used. You can use a 12 point hex bolt though, or hex drive, but just remove all 4 of them and then it should come right out. So as you can see, I removed all 4 of the bolts. They're scattered on the ground. So all 4 of them are out. Now, it literally just drops out. It's literally just easy as that. And if you want to go low on your B7, that's one of the things that's going to stop you. So I think from here I'm going to put the bolts back in to try to somewhat cover up the exposed metal so it doesn't rust. I know that's not like the correct way. The correct way would be spraying over it with paint or something, but I'm lazy. So I'm just gonna screw the bolts back in because I don't really have any use for that, or the bolts. So I'll put them back in. And yeah, I just eliminated one of the lowest points on my car. So back in, there's 2 of them right there. You can see them. And 2 of them right there. So yeah, right there. You know, so now if you look at it, it's all flat. It's all, everything back here is tucked very, very well. besides that, the only thing I'm worried about going low is kind of the front side. Like I was saying earlier, these mounts, obviously they hang pretty low. They're like the only thing on this underbody that is being scraped. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do to combat that. I'm thinking about making some kind of cover that connects to this plastic cover, because if you back up a little bit, there's this plastic one and then there's that one. So I'm thinking about maybe putting a cover, because even if you look at it like that, like if you look at it straight on, this cover is like maybe like quarter inch, like maybe a half inch higher up than that. And obviously that's metal, it's stationary, it's not gonna move. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about besides my oil pan. I should be getting a skid plate soon. I'm gonna be fabricating one myself. But yeah, well, I'm kind of happy I got rid of it, because you guys saw what it looked like earlier. It was very low hanging. So I mean, if you want to go low on coilovers and not, you know, like tear something off, it's just kind of preventative, me taking that off. Very, very preventative of just anything in the future. But yeah, I think I'll fabricate I'll put some sheet metal over it, over the trans mount. I'll find some way to hook it up on both sides. This one, not too worried about, because I mean, I have scrapes here, but this is also very low hanging, but I'm also not worried about it, because if you look up there, there's a lot of playroom. Like it's all just, I mean, the trans is right there, but it's like a solid inch or two higher than where this is. So yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is that. I know a couple guys on Instagram and Facebook that, you know, don't even like care about it. So, you know, and theirs look way worse than mine. But I've only been driving mine for maybe a month or so. So we'll see what happens. My main concern for it, on why I even care, is one, it's a like vital part of the transmission mount. So this is like the main one. So I'm scared it'll break. I'm scared it'll break off. I'm scared that this bolt will get hit and I won't be able to take it out anymore, and just finding a replacement for it when I do have to drop my transmission and do a clutch or something. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. But mainly just kind of worried about it breaking off. I've seen guys who chunks will just come out right here. There's a couple chunks come out here. So yeah, that's it for, you know, the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, this is my B7. Got it a couple months ago. 6-speed quattro, which is nice. Somewhat rare. I don't know. I think it's cool. I like the black interior. It's nice. It has some. Oh. It has, I don't know what package it came with, but it has these OEM visors, which is really cool. Just want to show them off. These OEM rear visors. Yeah, I thought it's really cool. I have 5% tint all around, so the tint on top of these visors, you're not seeing anything in there. Also has some cool features like rear heated seats. Yes, these are the rear seats, and they are heated. 6-way adjustable, which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how, like, you know, I don't know why you need six adjustments. But also there's a sunshade back there. It's broken. Well, it works, but it doesn't retract all the way. So when I put it up, it looks fine. But there's also a sunshade right there. It's powered by a button up there. But yeah, I got a little boost gauge in it. This little thing, whatever this is, I don't know. It's cheap setup. It's ghetto. I want to run the wires, or run the hoses through here, so it looks a little cleaner. Because right now it's just closing my door. It doesn't mess with my boost readings, but I don't know. It looks a little ghetto. Yeah, nothing else done to it. No tune, no exhaust, no intake. Just kind of looks kind of cool. Here, I'll show the